Ah, now that's a good flame, isn't it? A proper fire. See, I always say a good story's gotta start the same way a fire does. A spark, a breath, and a bit of patience. And oh, this one began with the biggest spark of all. Don't look at me like that. I'm not talking about your kind of spark, friend. No. I meant the first flame. The one that danced before there was time to count the seconds it burned. See, the world didn't always look like this. Grass, sky, cities with fancy towers, and moody guards who don't like gnomes poking around their taverns. No. Before any of that, there was only the Ember Sea. Endless fire rolling and roaring with no water to cool it and no stone to hold it. And from that sea, born of flame itself, rose the first wings. Great golden things, scales shining brighter than the sun would someday dream of being. I saw it once. Maybe I dreamt it. Hard to say after so much ale and so many stories. But what I remember, what I felt, was the warmth of their breath across the world. Dragons, the old ones say, didn't just live here. They made here. Every mountain was a scale fallen from their hides. Every gust of wind a whisper of their wings. They weren't gods, no, not exactly. Gods ask for prayers. Dragons demand awe. Aye, and awe they got plenty of. Now each dragon carried a spark from that first flame. Their heart fire, they called it. No two burned the same. One could breathe frost if his heart fire brimmed blue, another lightning if it burned white hot. The colors painted the sky in wars I can barely describe, but I'll try anyway. You deserve a show, don't you? Ah, picture it. A horizon blazing crimson and silver as two titans clash, their roars rolling like thunder across the newborn world, their shadows carving valleys, their fire forging rivers of glass. Aye, that's the kind of chaos that the world was born from. And they say from their battles came balance, for even dragons tire of endless flame. When the skies cooled and their power waned, the world began to harden. Mountains stood where wings once beat, forests grew in the ashes. And that's when the others began to stir, little crawling things. Mortals, us, you, me, tiny sparks of curiosity, barely embers beside the blazing gods. But we'll get to that. For now, you gotta understand, dragons weren't just creatures. They were the world's memory. Every roar they let out echoed through the stone and the root, and some say you could still hear it if you listen deep beneath the mountain winds. Of course, that could just be the wind whistling through my empty flask. Hard to tell sometimes. Anyway, that's how it began, my friend. The world born in flame and the first dragon soaring through the newborn sky. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. Because once you've built a world of fire, someone always wants to hold the flame for themselves. And that, my curious campfire companion, is where things start to get interesting. Ah, now this is where things get fun, my friend. You see, the dragons didn't just wander about like oversized lizards. No. They took charge. They carved the mountains, made rivers wherever they pleased, and planted forests just to see if anyone could keep up. Some say that the first forests were just dragons' way of playing hide and seek. Catch me if you can. They'd roar and trees would spring up like they'd been waiting for someone to notice. I swear I saw it once, or maybe I dreamed it. Well, you see how that works with these stories. Each dragon had its own dominion. The fiery red Valgor, he liked the volcanoes. Roasted marshmallows were probably his favorite treat. If you could call anything a snack when you're that big. Gurzel, the blue one, ruled the storms and the seas. Sailors back then didn't pray to the gods. They prayed that she would like them. And Thorelos, green and serene, she whispered to the forest and made sure life didn't get too, crispy as Valgor liked it. Then there was Lutherion, the golden dragon, shining brighter than 1,000 dawns. Oh, that one. He was a peacekeeper. Not the type to roast or zap, but if someone got out of line, whoosh! A gentle nudge from the sun itself. And all the people, all the little creatures, the first mortals, the first gnomes, elves, humans, they began to notice. And that, my friend, that is where the first Dragonborn come in. You see, not all humans or elves or dwarves were content to sit and watch. Some had dragonfire in their veins. A little spark borrowed from the winged titans. They could scale their own courage, maybe even their own strength. A gift or a curse, depending on who you ask. That's how Dragonborn were born, or hatched, depending on the story. But every story has its shadows. You see, not all dragons were so cooperative. Not all dragons played nice. Mithridos, black as the void between the stars, did not dance or sing. He slithered, he lurked, and the others, well, they knew something was off. But pride is a stubborn thing. Even the wisest dragon can be fooled by whispers in the wind. And Mithridos, oh, he had plans. Big, terrible plans. Learned secrets from the depths taught by strange slithering minds that lived below the mountains. He gathered followers unlike any the world had ever seen. Minds bending, thoughts twisting, creatures that didn't just obey. They became part of him. A nightmare made flesh and intellect, creeping, whispering, planning. The skies grew crowded, the lands reshaped again and again, and the first peace among dragons became a precious thing. One could feel it in the air, that tension, that thrill. The mortal creatures watched unsure, trembling, but learning to survive, to hide, to adapt. The first Dragonborn learned more than survival, though. They learned ambition, cunning, and a little bit of fire. And so it went. The dragons soared, they fought, they shaped the world, and the world shaped them back. Valleys, mountains, forests, even the light of the sun itself seemed to answer to their will. And somewhere in the midst of it all, the first Dragonborn raised their heads, curious, fierce, and just daring enough to dream that one day, perhaps, they might be more than just pawns in a game of wings and flame. But that's where things start to go wrong, you see, because every flame, no matter how bright, eventually burns low, or snuffed out entirely, and Mithridos, well, he was a storm waiting to break, and the world had no idea how dark the sky could get. Yes, now comes the part most folks never tell you, the part where you realize even the mightiest of wings must fall. The dragons, they fought. Flames scorched the sky, lightning tore the clouds apart, and the earth trembled beneath their power. Lutherion and Valgor, bright and bold, they tried to hold the line. Thorelos, poor, gentle Thorelos, who had just wanted life to grow. She gave everything she had to save the forests, to save what they had all made. And yet, Mithridos was cunning, not just strong, not just dark, but clever. He turned dreams into weapons, friends into foes, and fear into obedience. Even the mighty Kalizathar could not fully escape the webs of his mind. I watched it, or dreamed it, maybe both. Battles that lasted 40 days, 40 nights. Fire, stone, magic, all of it twisted together. The sky burned, the rivers boiled, and the lands beneath became unrecognizable. Mountains split, volcanoes were born, valleys were turned to ash, forests, rivers, plains, all changed forever. One by one the dragons fell. Gurzel, gone. Orelith, shattered, and Valgor, oh Valgor, his heart torn out. His flame turned to lava that rained across the mountains. Even Lutherion, the Shining One, gave everything to end the darkness, leaving behind only the golden veil, a memory of his light. Kalizathar, last of them all, he returned to his peaks, quietly, watching the sun set over the eastern Draken peaks. A single tear, they say, for the fallen. And then he slipped away. No great blaze, no earth-shattering farewell, just silence, and anomalies that mark his essence where he touched the world. Entrances, portals, hints of things mortals were not meant to fully understand. And that was how Dragonborn came to be. Not through fire or storm, not even through magic alone, but through sacrifice. Through the echoes of power that remained when the titans of the sky fell. They were children of dragons, yes, but also children of loss, born from the aftermath, born to witness a world already broken and reshaped by wings. And there's more, always more. Some say the dragons weren't gone entirely, that their essence lingers in the peaks, in the forests of the Golden Vale, waiting for the right souls to awaken what they left behind. If you listen closely, sometimes late at night, you can hear it. The whisper of wings, the pulse of power, and maybe, just maybe, Nithridos. And some say he never fully left. So, my friend, remember this. The world you see, the mountains, the forests, even the Golden Vale, they are shaped by tales older than anyone dares to imagine. And the Dragonborn, well, they're walking history, living proof that even in the shadow of ruin, life finds a way to rise. But don't trust everything I tell you. Some of it might just be what I saw in a dream. Or maybe it was something that somebody else wanted me to see. Until next time, my friend, farewell, and enjoy your travels elsewhere amongst Thalaria.